Do you ever have those days that you just don't feel like doing anything? And I want to let you know that you're not alone and it is okay to feel that way. And I'm going to share some easy ways to get back on track. And I want to address that if this is happening long term, that you should seek some sort of medical attention. Go to the doctor, see a counselor, take a look at what is happening because it could be something further. But for those days when you just don't feel like doing anything, you're just unmotivated to do anything. It is your body's way of signaling to you that it wants attention for something. It is trying to say, look at me, I need this addressed. And so when you kind of do a quick reflection on what is happening in your life, is it short term, a few weeks? Like, do you know that there is an end to whatever is happening in your life? Whether it is work related, whether it is personal, whatever it is that is happening, it is trying to get your attention because your body is trying to say, I don't like the way that I feel. And eventually it's going to lead to burnout and it could lead to depression and it could lead to health problems. So trying to get a jump on it when it first starts to happen is the way to combat this and potentially even stop the longer term things. So when I start to recognize that I just don't want to do anything, a few days, okay. But if it starts to happen week over week, then I know that I need to address something. And there are 4 things that I look at to know that I can pull myself out of the downward spiral that is happening. And so the first one I look at is my sleep. Because if I'm not getting enough sleep, I know that my mental and emotional states definitely start to go down. And it's harder for me to even start to complete daily activities. So one is, am I getting enough sleep? And 2, am I getting enough restful sleep? Or is something else happening there? And so when I say, are you getting enough sleep? Meaning, am I staying up late or am I waking up early? Like, are there deadlines that I'm trying to think about, or maybe trying to adjust the times that I am going to bed or waking up? Even if that is just a short term, a few days of good sleep can really make a huge difference for me. And another thing is, am I getting good quality sleep? And I know sometimes when I am overthinking or kind of scatterbrained all over the place, that my sleep is directly affected. And so that will lead into the second one, which is meditation. If I am all over the place and my mind just can't get a grasp on things, it gets tired. And so I need to make sure that I am meditating, whether it is before I go to sleep for 5 minutes or whether it's when I wake up to start my day off on a better start. And it doesn't have to be long, just a couple of minutes, just to set the intention for the day or to calm my mind in the evening. And that's going to lead into the third thing of just writing down things that you're grateful for. When it comes to gratitude, gratitude makes all the difference in the world. It calms your mind. It puts you in a sense of peace and relaxation. And even if it is just for that moment, but if you can hold on to that moment and that feeling continuously several times throughout the day, it can help turn it around. And they don't have to be long. Maybe every time that you take a look out the window or every time you hang up the phone or whatever it is, it only has to be 30 seconds, a minute of just something that you're grateful for. And the last one is exercise, whether it is actually exercising your body or even just taking a simple walk outside. And I tie those 2 in together of taking a walk and being outside because you can get those 2 done in one time. And all you have to do is start small. Take a 5-minute walk just to clear your head, just to get outside, just to get away from everything that is happening in your life. Go for a glass of water, because even just taking a sip of water or going and actually getting the water can disrupt your day within just a few minutes. It can really turn around how things are when you come back. And again, go back to gratitude. It takes less than a minute to do and to think about things that you're grateful for. And they don't have to be big things, they can be small things. They can be simple things like, I'm very thankful that I have a job, or I'm very thankful that I have my family. And I know that those kind of are like the big generic things, but it's also, if you have a pet, you get to take them for a walk, or you get to snuggle up with them. Whatever it is, it doesn't have to be a grand thing that you're thankful for. One of the things that I am thankful for every morning is getting to enjoy a couple of minutes of quiet time while I'm drinking my coffee. And I look forward to that every morning. And I have made it a point to make sure that I wake up so that I can actually start my day that way. Another thing is, you can give yourself permission to rest. Sometimes you just need a day off or a weekend off, just to let your mind and body relax. Because whatever it is that you're going through, it has been so stressful and so tense that your body just wants a chance to recover. And taking that time, allowing yourself to take that time, is probably just what you need to get you back on track. And so remember, these feelings, they won't last forever. Take small steps just to get you started. Just focus on one thing at a time. I got so overwhelmed last week and so stressed that it's to the point where I don't want to do anything. And I just said to myself, all I have to do is get through one email. And then I said, all I have to do is get through one email. And I just kept repeating that. And an hour later, I was through all of my emails and everything that had to deal with that. So start small. Go for a walk. Just enjoy a couple of minutes to yourself. Even if it's in the car, just before you're doing whatever it is that you're doing, just sit there. Just sit for a moment and relax. And remember to listen to your body, because it is trying to tell you that something is off, something is out of balance, or something is out of whack. But you actually have to listen to your body, and then you have to recognize what is happening. Then take those small steps forward. And remember that it's not going to last. This is not going to last, and you will get through it. Give yourself some grace and be gentle with yourself. And one of the things that I have to remind myself often of is, I would allow this for another person, and I have to allow that for me. Because just like they deserve to have time to recover, to make sure that they're on their game, that they still need that chance to come back to where they are. And reminding myself of that, that is a constant battle for me. But the more that I do it, the easier it becomes. Because if these things don't get addressed early on, they can potentially turn into something much larger and more severe than just a couple of weeks of burnout that's happening in your life. Take care of yourself. Allow yourself that opportunity to come back and recover from whatever it is that's going on in your life. Take a day off. Take a couple of hours just to yourself, because it will make all the difference in the world. And it is okay if you just need some time to relax.